Good afternoon. Hi Linda, welcome. I hope you're well. Happy Wednesday. I feel like it's gone really quick. It doesn't seem 2 minutes since I was here on Monday. Monica's here again. Wow, good work Monica. You're making up for it now, aren't you? Twice in a day. Great to have you all here on a Wednesday lunchtime. My Wednesday lunchtime's become quite popular, which is great. So I'll just give everyone a little chance to get on. I know that Tracy was waiting for me, so hopefully she's found me. And we've got an energizing yoga session today. Not too much flow. I did last night, the CrossFit gym are doing a Broga class on a Tuesday night, so I joined the Broga class, which was tough, really tough. It makes my classes look very easy because it's a bit more of a high intensity cardio workout based on yoga. So that was fun. Hi Rich, you're joining us. So Broga was fun last night, but yeah, it was tough. So I'm not going to use any of those today, hopefully, because I think it'll finish us all off, to be fair. So we're just going to do some energizing poses, hopefully. Hi Jill, welcome. Hopefully it'll energize you for the rest of the day, the rest of the week, until we can get back together on Friday. So we can get started. 30 minutes, good work Rich. Okay, so we're going to start standing. So you're going to come to the mat, feet hip distance apart. So plant the feet down, big toe, little toe, heel pressed flat. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your bum. We're going to lift the ribs, pull the belly button in, and then roll the shoulders back. Activate the hands, lengthen the neck, tucking the chin under. Breathe nice and deeply. So just focusing on breathing, really squeezing all those muscles. Just feel the floor. And we're going to inhale and reach up. So lengthen through, send the fingertips up to the ceiling. Pull that belly button in, keep the lower body solid. We're just going to breathe here, reaching as high as we can. We're going to interlace the fingers, reaching up, looking straight ahead and pulling those shoulders back. So pulling the arms back so they're in line with the ears or behind. Breathing deeply, keeping that body nice and solid. From there we're going to inhale, and as we exhale we're coming over to the left, looking down to the left leg. I'm going to inhale up and then exhale down to the right. Do that again, inhale up to the left, inhale up and to the right. Inhale to center, looking up, coming into a back bend. Inhale up, and then exhale, release the hands and just slowly folding forwards. Soften the knees, letting that torso hang, letting the head come down. So we're just going to hang here, just give the hips a little wiggle, wiggle the shoulders. Just try and work that torso down towards the thighs. Nice deep breaths. And then we're going to slowly roll up again. Bring the shoulders up and head up last, rolling the shoulders back. We're going to do that again. We're going to take the feet a little bit wider this time. So as wide as the mat. I'll do it this way. So your feet the width of the mat, so you're just slightly wider than your hips. Roll the shoulders back, activate your hands, press your toes into the floor. Nice deep breaths here. We're going to inhale, reach up. Reach as high as you can, really lengthening through from fingertips all the way down your body. Breathe deeply here. Keeping that lower body switched on, then inhale, interlace the fingers, press the palms up. And then as you exhale, we're going to come over to the side, but this time we're going to knock the hips to the opposite side. So the hips go to the right, and then we're going to come down to the side. So keeping that left foot pressed, coming into a side bend. Inhale, come up, straighten the hips, then exhale. The hips this time go to the left, and you're coming over to the right side. And again, inhale to center. Exhale, push the hips to the right. Looking down to the left foot. Inhale to center. Push the hips to the left. And coming over to the right. Inhale, reach up. Release the hands. Exhale, back bend. Keeping that bum squeeze. Inhale, look up. And exhale, soften the knees and slowly let that torso come forward. Letting the head come down. Releasing the hands towards the floor. Taking hold of the elbows and just going to rock from side to side. Those knees can stay soft. And then from there we're going to inhale, slowly roll up. We're going to do one more of that sequence, but we're going to come wide-legged. So nice and wide this time. Plant the soles of the feet down. We're going to inhale, reach up. Really reach as far as you can towards the ceiling, squeezing your bum. Keeping that belly button pulled in. Inhale, interlace the fingers. Exhale, we're coming over to the side, so we're going to knock the hips over to the right. And we're going to come down. We're now going to twist the torso and reach to the left side. So you can keep the fingers interlaced, trying to bring that back nice and flat. Inhale, come up, coming back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hips go over to the left. We're coming over to the right. We're going to turn the torso and reach over. So we're coming as flat as we can. If you've got a chair, you might want to sink through onto a chair, or just reach as far as you can. Inhale, coming up. We're going to do that again. Exhale, hips to the right. Come down to the side, reaching, twisting that torso, reaching over. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hips to the left. Coming down to the side, twisting that torso, reaching over. Inhale, come up, release the hands, opening out into a back bend. Then inhale up, and then exhale. We're slowly letting that torso come down, letting the hands come down towards the floor, softening the knees and letting the head hang. So let everything just rest there. Breathing deeply. The shoulders should be nice and warm. We've warmed up the sides. Okay, so while we're in this wide legs, we're going to do a couple of twists from here. So you're going to come, inhale, coming into a halfway lift. So we're bringing the fingertips down. If you can't reach, you might want to put a block underneath you, coming into a flat back position. We're now going to straighten out the legs and press the weight through the toes. So you're coming a little bit more upright. From here, we're going to inhale, and then as you exhale, walking the hands under, and coming down as low as is comfortable for you. If you can, your knees will be locked out. If you can't, soften the knees, but just let that torso hang, and then slowly walking the feet through towards the back of your body. We're going to walk the hands back in. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, we're going to walk the hands over to the left and bring the head down. So you might want to soften the left knee if it's too much on the hamstring. You're going to inhale, come back to centre, nice flat back, and then exhale, coming over to the right foot and letting that torso come down again. You might just want to soften that right knee. Inhale to centre, halfway lift, flatten out the back, take the right arm across to the left leg, and we're going to twist up. So legs as straight as is comfortable for you. Use that leg to twist the torso around. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back to centre. Release the hands, soften the knees. And straighten the legs, halfway lift. Inhale. And then the left hand comes across to the right leg. Twisting up. Trying to deepen that twist on each exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release, coming to centre, soften the knees. Take hold of the elbows, let that torso hang. So from here, we're going to bring the hands down. Just walk the feet in slightly, and we're coming down into a toddler squat. Bringing the hands to prayer if you can. If you're nearly there and you need a bit of support, again, you can sit on the edge of a block, or you can stay in this position. Just work to where your body needs it, as far as your body can go. From here, we're going to inhale, bring the hands down, drop the head and lift the bum, straightening out the legs. And then inhale, coming back down. Exhale, pushing the knees out and sinking. Inhale, bring the hands down, straightening up the legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming back down. Exhaling, pushing out the knees. One more. Inhale, bring the hands down, lift the legs. Exhale, fold. And then we're slowly going to roll up and come up into standing. Okay, walk out the legs. Okay, so we're coming into standing, pointing the front of the mat. We're going to step the left foot back and keep the right foot pointing forwards, hips pointing forwards. We're going to do a forward fold here. So we're going to inhale, and then as we exhale, we're keeping that right leg straight, toes pressed into the floor, and come to a flat back position. You'll feel the hamstring in this front leg. You can soften the knee if you want to, don't force it. Hold it there, we're going to inhale, and then as we exhale, if you need to, soften the knee and start to allow the torso to come down. So once you're down here, each exhale, we're just trying to relax these muscles down the back of the leg. Let the head come down. We're going to inhale, lifting up, flattening out the spine, straighten that leg a little bit more, and then exhale, fold in. So we're just trying to sink a little bit deeper into that stretch. And then we're going to come onto the toe at the back. We're going to soften the front knee and bring both hands down just in front of you, about a foot in front of your foot. And we're going to inhale and come into a balance. So you've got a 3-point balance here. You've got your foot nice and flat, and then fingertips either side. Again, if you've got blocks, you might want to use the blocks. But we're just going to keep it simple. Fingertips on the floor, lift the foot at the back and lift up. So we're trying to get a 90-degree angle with between those legs. So once you're here and you've got that balance, you can use blocks or chairs or something to rest on to try and bring that torso up so we're coming into that half moon. You can, if you've got that balance, come into the balance from there. We're going to inhale, we're going to fold forward, lower the leg down at the back, and then bring that knee down. Stepping the right foot forward, we're going to push the left knee back and we're opening out that hip flexor now. So you're going to lift up onto the thigh. We're going to roll the shoulders back, inhale, and as you exhale, we're sinking forward. Nice deep breaths here. Just allowing on each exhale, allowing the glutes to relax, allowing those hips to come forwards. Take the left hand down at the side of the mat, so you've got one foot, the foot at one side and the hand at the other. We're taking the right hand onto the right knee and we're going to push the knee away. So the right foot comes onto the side, the little toe side of the foot, and we're just pushing out, opening out that hip. Try and relax across the front of your body, so across the front of those hips, just try and relax. We're going to inhale, bring that knee in, and if it's comfortable for you, you're going to sit back into a half split. So you can be up on your toe, you can be here, or you come in all the way down and fold. We're just lifting the toe, making sure you're getting a stretch down the back of the leg. And then we're going to plant that foot down and step your feet in, coming into a forward fold. Let the body hang, soften those knees, release any tension in the lower back. And we're slowly going to roll up, coming up to standing. Lovely, we're going to do the other side. So your right foot steps back at a 45-degree angle. The left foot is pointing forward, the hips are over the left leg. Okay, we're going to inhale, pull the belly button in, press the toes into the floor, bring your hands to your hips, and then as you exhale, we're coming to halfway. So we're keeping the back nice and flat, looking straight at the wall ahead of you, really pressing the toes into the floor on the left side, and then you'll feel that stretch down the back of the leg. From here, you're going to inhale, and then as you exhale, just soften the knee, bring the hands down, and let that torso come down towards the thigh. Breathe deeply. And then we're going to inhale, halfway lift, straighten out that leg a little bit more. So you might have started with it bent and you might just want to straighten it a little bit. Don't force anything, inhale there, and then as you exhale, letting that torso come down. On each out breath, just trying to let the muscles relax. Let the weight, the gravity take hold of your weight, of your body, and let that torso come forward. I'm going to inhale, halfway lift, walk the fingertips in front of the left foot. Bend the knee, and then we're going to lift the right foot behind, coming into that half moon. So again, once you're here and you're balanced, we're going to try and lift up. So lifting that chest up. Again, if you want to use something to get your balance to start with, and then work on either arms extended, or you can take your arms behind you and work on that balance. So wherever you're at, we're working on that standing leg, strengthening that leg. Bring the fingertips down, step the knee down, the right knee back and the left foot forward. We're going to push the right knee back so that you've got a long stretch down the hip flexor on the right side. And we're coming onto the thigh and just inhaling, lengthening that body, and exhaling, sinking forward. Breathe deeply. On each exhale, you're letting those hips come forward, pressing the toes into the floor. You're going to inhale, bring the right hand down on the outside of the mat. And then we're going to push with the left hand the knee out to the side. Letting those hips sink forward, so you're stretching out the hips. You're going to inhale, bring the hands in, and then sit back on the heel, coming into half split. Lifting the toe. If you've got that flexibility and you want to, you can fold forward. And then we're coming forward, we're going to bring that knee back. Wide knees, toes together. Sit the bum back on the heels and then walk the hands forward. So we're coming into an active child's pose or balasana. Forehead down. Spread the fingers, press the palms into the floor. Just rest in there, let that torso come through towards the floor. We're going to walk the hands in. We're going to bring the knees and feet in line at hip distance apart. We're going to plant the palms down, spread the fingers, tuck the toes. Press the mat away. We're going to come up into downward facing dog. Someone's about to knock on my door. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift up. And we're just coming into downward facing dog, holding it there. It's alright, he's sorting it. So dropping the heels, pressing the chest through. And then from there, plant the hands, coming onto the toes, come forward into a plank position. Inhale, lower the knees, and then exhale, sit back, sit the bum back so it's upright, walk the fingertips forward, and then exhale, come into melting heart, looking forward. We're stretching out under the armpits, stretching the chest. You can bring the forehead down if it puts any tension on the neck. We've got the hips nice and high, letting that belly relax, letting the chest sink towards the floor, but keeping those hands active. We're going to inhale, walk the hands in, and exhale, sit back, bringing the forehead down, resting in child's pose there. We're going to do that again, so come into all fours, plant the hands, spread the fingers, press the mat away. Inhale, Exhale, lifting up into downward facing dog. So heels coming down towards the floor. Straightening the legs. Squeeze your bum, pull your belly button in, and then try and lift, press that chest towards your thighs on your lifted knees. Let the head hang. Breathe deeply. Inhale, come onto your toes, bring the body all the way through into a high plank. And then bring the knees down. We're going to bring the hips so that they're vertical, walk the fingertips out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, dropping the chest down. Ideally, we want to be looking forward. So you're melting that heart towards the mat. You can bring the forehead down. Breathe deeply. And then we're going to walk the hands in and sit back into child's pose. Coming back to all fours. We're tucking the toes under by pressing the mat away. We're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to lift the knees and walk the hands coming onto the toes. So if you can, you're lifting that chest through, coming right onto the tops of your toes. Again, you might be here, or you might need to have your feet flat, but we're lifting those toes up. We're trying to lift the chest. If you've got the balance in you, you can come into a balance, opening out the knees, spreading the fingers. Bring the hands down, walk your hands back forward, bringing the knees wide, coming into a forward foot, the child's pose again with the knees wide. And then walk the hands out in front. We're going to inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to walk the hands over to the left. Bring the forehead down. Feel that stretch down the right side. Walk the hands back to centre. Exhale, fold down, forehead down. Just rebalance those hips. Bring the spine back in alignment. And then inhale, walk the hands over to the right. So in any of these, you can make it a little bit tougher by bringing your hands to the block. And then exhaling, bringing the forehead down so you get more of a stretch under the armpits. Inhale, coming back to centre, and exhale, folding. I'm going to walk the hands in, come into all fours, tuck the toes under, inhale, press the mat away, exhale, lifting up into downward facing dog. Final time, pressing the chest through, working the heels down towards the mat. Holding it here for 5 deep breaths. On each exhale, you're trying to sink a little bit deeper. Trying to straighten the legs or drop the heels. Or roll in the shoulders. And then inhale, and then walk the feet to the hands. Plant the feet down. Exhale, fold. Let that head hang, let the torso drape over those thighs. Soften the knees a little bit more so So you'll get a stretch in the lower back. And then we're slowly going to roll up. The head is the last to come up. I'm going to bring the hands to prayer. And then namaste, bow forward. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel energised. I do. I didn't sleep very well, so I think that's energised me nicely. I'm back on Friday for a salute to the sun. We didn't really do salute to the sun on Monday either, I don't think. So I've kind of not been doing them. We've just been focusing on moving and just trying to just change it up a little bit. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you on Friday at 8 o'clock in the morning for a salute to the sun. I'll try and keep it nice and classic so that we've got a classic salute to the sun. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you can get out before it rains, because it looks like it's going to chuck it down. Namaste. Thank you very much. Have a great afternoon. Take care. See you Friday.